بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآل محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين الذين ذاب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن فرعون علا في الأرض وجعل أهلها شيعا. My dear brothers and dear sisters and the viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Today our topic in these short minutes that we have is about the Shi'a. The word Shi'a. What is the origin of this word? Is this word in the Quran or is not in the Quran? Because we often hear this word that comes from the enemies of Shia or people who don't know the actual origin of the Shia and make certain statements about where and how the Shia came about. Now, some more often comment that you will hear is Shia are founded by a man known as Abdullah bin Saba, who happened to be a Jew. He was the one who started the Shia school of thought. That is one of the basic things that you will hear from the enemies of Islam. But this is all false. That's number one. Number two, you can also often hear that the Shia came after Rasulullah. They were not there before Rasulullah, and they all came after the Prophet died. It was generated after the Prophet. That's number two. And number three, some people often say that no, the Shia only founded after the Battle of Camel, which happened between Imam Ali alayhi salam and some of his companions known as Khawarij. Now, that is also some often comment that you will hear from all writings that you can hear from many people. Now, before we answer this, I just want people to understand that the word Shia does exist in the Quran, because many people don't know this. They think the word Shia is something that a word that was invented and the word that was made up and has nothing to do with Quran. So to understand that, no, the word Shia, and not just the word Shia, there are other words close to the word Shia all mentioned in the Quran. Number one, the one that we mentioned, which is mentioned, you can find it in the chapter called Suratul Qasas, the chapter of stories, which is the verse number 4, where Allah says, Inna Fir'aun ala fil ard. That indeed, Fir'aun was very high on the earth. The tyrant went so high in his oppression. Not only that, Allah said, وَجَعَلَ أَهْلَهَا شِيَعًا. The word Shia is the plural of the word Shia. Now, he says, and Pharaoh made people on the earth group. In other words, he made people in groups. That's number one. So ayah is in the Quran, the word Shia. Now, the second one, which is close to the word that we're talking about, the word Shia, which also can be found in Surah Maryam, the chapter of Maryam, verse 69, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لَنَنْزِعَنَّ ثُمَّ لَنَنْزِعَنَّ مِنْ كُلِّ شِيعَةٍ أَيُّهُمْ أَشَدُّ عَلَى الرَّحْمَنِ عَطِيًّا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, yes, indeed. On the day of Qiyamah, لَنَنْزِعَنَّ, we will take out مِنْ كُلِّ شِيعَةٍ, from every Shia, every group, أَيُّهُمْ أَشَدُّ عَلَى الرَّحْمَنِ عَطِيًّا. So the word Shia was clearly mentioned in Surah Maryam in ayah 69. That's number two. Number three also is mentioned in Surah Al-Qasas. Again, the first ayah we say is Surah Al-Qasas. The next one also in Surah Al-Qasas, which is ayah number 15. Okay, the chapter of stories, verse 15, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَوَجَدَ رَجُلَيْنِ يَقْتَتِلَانِ هَذَا مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ وَهَذَا مِنْ عَدُوِّهِ. Talks about Musa alayhi salam when there were two people fighting, one from the Pharaoh's group, one is from the Qibti group. They were fighting. So the Quran tells us about the story where Musa فَوَجَدَ فِيهَا, he found two of them in that city. يَقْتَتِلَانِ, you're fighting one another. هذا, this, min shi'atihi, it's from his followers, his group, right? وَهَذَا مِنْ عَدُوِّ, one is an enemy and one is from the followers of Musa alayhi salam. The word Allah used was Shi'a. هَذَا مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ. That's ayah number 3. Now, ayah number 4, that the word Shi'a is used. فَاسْتَغَاثَهُ الَّذِي مِنْ شِيعَتِهِ عَلَى الَّذِي مِنْ عَدُوِّ. Also ayah 15 of the same surah, Surah Al-Qasr. So, the word Shi'a or Shi'atihi was repeated in ayah number 15 twice. Okay, that's number 1. That's number 4. Number 5, the word Shi'a, where is clearly also mentioned in the Quran, is Surah Al-Safat, which is ayah 83, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِنَّ مِن شِيعَتِهِ لَإِبْرَاهِيمَ. That indeed, one of his followers, one of his group is Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. Now, this gives you a better understanding that the word Shi'a is not a foreign word. It's in the Quran that you and I can read and can see. And the references has been laid out. Now, that is from the Quranic point of view. Now, when we come from the istilah Shi'a, when did the Shi'a came in the picture? Do you have any reference from the Quran where the history of the Shi'a? Now, to make it clear to all of us, the actually Shi'a was founded by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. When and how? It is mentioned in Tafsir Durrul Manthur, which I have behind me right here in Arabic. Those who can find it, in Tafsir Durrul Manthur, he mentioned in Tafsir Surah Al-Bayyinah, where he said, when this verse was revealed, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about those who believe and did the good deeds. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمْ خَيْرُ الْبَرِيَّةِ. Surah Al-Bayyinah, the name of the chapter. And the verse, Allah said, those who believe and did good deeds, Allah says, they are the best creation on the earth. When this ayah was revealed, a companion asked Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, who are the Khayrul Bariyah? Who are the best creation on the earth that the ayah is talking about? Then Rasulullah looked at Ali ibn Abi Talib and he says, هَذَا وَشِيعَتُهُ. In one narration, Aliyun wa Shi'atu, Ali and his Shia. So that indicate the word Shi'a was founded by nobody but Rasulullah. The first person to initiate that word Shi'a, it came from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi. Now, with these two references from the Quran having the word Shi'a and the Tafsir Durr al-Manthur also emphasizing about where the actual word of Shi'a came from, you understand that the word or the false information that is out there that the Shi'a came from Abdullah bin Saba or from the Jew or it came after Rasulullah was absolutely false. And the truth is the founder of this school of thought is nobody but Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.